Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The ball is teed up, and the Bison ready to kick it away and get this game started. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Dropping back, it's Barber. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play.
Caught, and he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. On the ground, it's Scott. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Hayes. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Motion from the back. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Using his legs, it's Scott. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're going to run it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. On the run, it's Scott. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive.
There's some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that, worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in your direction.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The shot that clears want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
And the Chanticleers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Chanticleers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Fires to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Hayes. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And they sniffed that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to run, it's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's English. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, it's Barber. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Chanticleers are in the hurry-up.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Chanticleers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's Hayes. Under fire.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Go. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here on their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. 4th down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says 4th down, and I'm going for it.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Calls his own number. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The shot that clears want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Barber. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
He goes right back to the air. Looking left. Complete downfield. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Trojans eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Looking to pass, it's Hayes. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running inside, it's Pierce. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's English. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
20 and 29 belts. Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The shot that clears in the hurry up. Using his feet. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's got it. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. It'll be 3rd and long.
Ready. 5, 3, flash. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield. It's English. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's English. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the shot to clear is moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Barber. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
Hey, take it. Over. Go!
Now on the move. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
The screen, and watch out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Ready, go!
Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat.
A lot of smart.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
28, 29, bounce.
And the shot that clears with the 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pierce. Touchdown, shot that clears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complimentary football on the other side. They've complimented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for space, it's Scott. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try.
Breaks a tackle. It got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Break, let's go. Ready,
coming inside. It's Scott. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes. And they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Scott. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field is Hayes. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Chanticleer is now ready to go on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. The Chanticleer's racing to the line in the hurry-up.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
528 Cruz. 528 Cruz.
They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the delay, it's Scott. Here's a little room there. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Goes high to pull it in. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Finds his big tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.